Hi, hello, good morning, everybody. It is Freitag, Friday, May 29th, 2026. Freaking crazy. It's like 10:15. I've been up for about like 2 hours now. The past hour I've been outside reading, and I had my cat Pumpkin outside with me. It was super cute. She loves the backyard. She loves being outside and playing, and she climbed the trees. And also, all the birds came out and like I don't know, she likes to mimic the birds. Like they make like a little like chirping noise and she likes to get like I don't know how she does it, but she copies them. And she was doing that like outside, and then all the birds, like more birds than I had seen in the backyard and in the area, just showed up, and they were all sitting on like the telephone pole wires and stuff and like sitting in the tree looking at her. And she kind of got on the tree, like I was like, oh, she's gonna go after one of them. But then she decided to chill, and then they stopped making as much noise and bothering us. So I don't know. I think maybe they see her and they're like, oh, that's a predator. Her eyes were literally slits too, like the pupils of them. I was like, oh, she is honed in. She's locked in on these birds. And like, I gotta say, it's not that I want her to kill a bird or anything, but I kind of want to see if she would. Like, I want to see her hunt. Because I, like, she, like, stalks them out the window and stuff, and when we're outside, she does the same thing. And I just know if I gave her enough time and, like, freedom to be out there, she probably would go and catch one, and I want to see if she'll do it. But that's a different story, different experience for a different time. Because also, my dog Deja, who you can kind of see in the back, she's like right there. She very much would like to be in the backyard when I'm in the backyard. But if I'm in the backyard and Pumpkin's in the backyard, I don't really want her in the backyard because she'll probably try to eat my cat. So yeah, it's a interesting struggle trying to get her Pumpkin to be able to be outside and also have Deja be outside. And for them to get along. But whatever, not what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about today is being a late bloomer. I don't know about y'all, but when I was like in middle school and high school, first of all, I didn't get my period until I was like 16. Like until I was going to junior year of high school, and I did not want to. Did not want to at all. Like I was more religious in middle school and high school, and I would like pray and be like, dear God, please don't let me get my period. Like I was like, no, I don't want it. Like I don't want puberty. No. And it's just like it's funny because I put so much I guess like emphasis on like what that was going to mean, but it doesn't matter at all. It's there's no need to compare. But nonetheless, I do consider myself a late bloomer, and I was talking to my friend Meredith about this yesterday. Like, that's actually how I got the idea for talking about this. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, and I was just thinking, like, yeah, like, my friend Meredith told me, like, being a late bloomer is not a bad thing, and it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, there's no competition, you know? But I would say I identify with that a lot, and, like, I do feel like there's some things that taken me longer in life to, like, learn and see than other people, but I don't necessarily have a problem with that. I think that's okay. It's reflective of who I am and my own experiences. But I do even feel like now in my 20s, I'm like, oh, I'm still a late bloomer, I'm still just figuring everything out, like doing everything else that I feel like, doing the things I feel like I should have done sooner now that I'm like 25 and I'm like, now that I'm 25 and I'm halfway through my 20s. Like my friendships and stuff and just the experiences I have now, like I feel like my 20s is still my childhood, like in the sense of just figuring things out. And also we're still young. I thought I had more to say about this, and honestly, as I'm like trying to speak about it, I'm not as like motivated or like, yes, that's the topic I want to talk about as much as I thought I would be last night. Like, I literally was like, oh my gosh, like, write all this down. Like, I'm like doing my yoga, and I was like, late bloomer, friendships, childhood, growing up, your 20s as your tweens, or as your teens, 20s as your childhood. Oh, and then also I did a really good stretch. I stretched my hip last night, and one of my notes is, hips don't lie, stretch. But I think I was going to talk about how, like, your body, like, holds on to, like, trauma and stuff. Fun fact, tried reading The Body Keeps Score one time, and then I was like, wow, this is very much, like, numbers and shite that I don't really care about. Like, I just want to read the experience. Like, I want words. I don't need numbers. I don't need numbers or statistics. I understand how they are helpful and how they're important and how they make the findings more reliable, but I just want to read. I just want to read words. But that is something I've considered, like, how, I don't know, my body holds tension in some ways, and I can recognize, like, when I'm stretching and stuff, like, when I open my hip up, I'm like, ooh, that needed to happen. I was like, there is a lot of tension there, and like that, it's just so crazy that people don't even like think about that stuff all that much, because like your hips is just like such a fundamental part of your body and like moves you so much. Like they need to be flexible. So everybody do your hips don't lie stretch, and in my case that was a very very deep pigeon. I also found out I could still do splits last night, or I guess that I've can do them again. I don't know, but I can do the splits. And let's see, my yoga thoughts, flexibility, that's what else I wrote down. Oh, okay, so I guess I should say this. So I have, the last note I have here on here is muscle fails equal, like, muscle growth. And recently I have, like, been struggling a lot with, like, doing what I think is the right thing, or making, like, good choices and stuff that are gonna lead me to the life that I want to have. And, like, beating myself up more about failures, even though I know failures is what leads to success. But I'm just, like, so paralyzed. I'm like, I don't want to fail. But I helped myself like think about this a little bit differently last night. Like when I was stretching, I was like pushing myself up, and I tried to like push myself up with more of my chest and like activate like up here, you know? And then I was thinking like, like this is hard for my body to do this, but that's good because my muscles are failing in order to later have the success of more muscle growth. And I just try to put it down on like that very simple like biological level of like, yes, like I have to give them more elasticity. I had to push them, and they had to fail a little bit for them to get to the point where I want them to be. And I had to apply that same logic to myself, which is definitely difficult at times because I am, as I've said, and as I've discovered as I'm doing my little YouTube journey, it's like very much hard on myself. I'm very much a perfectionist. I'm like, I want to do everything perfect the first time. I want to get it right the first time. But I'm trying to be less concerned with getting things right, doing things right, and just doing, instead of just getting stuck and like not knowing what to do. The struggle, y'all. I don't really think I have much else to say though. I mean, I guess I could tell y'all. Well, I guess I'll say this part too. So yesterday, I hung out with my friend Meredith, which was fun, and I don't know. It's like interesting. Like I feel guilty saying this, but like at times yesterday, I was like I felt a lot, and there were also times that I like felt nothing at all. But I think that's also just me going through depression lately, you know? Like, I had a good time hanging out with her, and I was like, hey, fun, chill, easy, awesome, epic, cool. And then later in the day, I was, like, in the backyard, I was just, like, looking for plants, trying to forage, like, whatever is edible from the backyard. And I was, like, really clear in my mind, and then eventually my brother got home, and then I was just, like, it was the end of the day, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've not done anything today. I was like, all I did was have fun, which is fine. I'm allowed to have fun, you know? But I was like I like just started like being like, oh my god, like what am I gonna do? And then I like frantically applied to 2 jobs, and I was just like, and I was crying, like sitting on the couch, and I was like had my eyes closed, and I was just crying, and my brother was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm just crying. My brother thought it was funny. He said it was very cute, like in the way that my nephew's cute, so that was nice. But I was just like like trying to wipe away my tears, and then later I felt really good. And it's just, yeah, every day, y'all, is just a roller coaster. Very much just a roller coaster of, I don't know, life is just interesting. But I felt good at the end of the day. Like, I ended up making art too, and that helped me. Like, I stretched, I did my yoga, I practiced German, and I did all my habits, and I also read and stuff. Did all my things that, like, make me feel good. But it's also so easy to get caught up in the feeling bad and, like, the moments of anxiety and stress where I'm like, oh my god, I'm broke as hell. Like, I don't have a lot of money. I need to get a job. I need to do X, Y, and Z. I want to travel. All I want to do is travel, but I need to get a job to go and travel. So, yeah. Just, life's interesting. This is life as a 25-year-old, I guess, living at home with your brother and your nephew. But it's fun, and I enjoy it. And I'm grateful for the good things that I have, and I try to remind myself that a lot, even though I've been having sleepless nights and tossing and turning. But even in those moments, I can still recognize some of the good things, which is what matters most. So yeah, that's my scrambled scatterbrain update for the day. I guess what I'm gonna go do now is like, I have this to-do list of stuff for yesterday that I literally did nothing on this, and I'm just like, I have an interview I need to complete, which is good. Like, it's like me getting published. I should do it. I should complete it. It's just, I need to do it. And then I want to work on our treehouse, redo that June spread I told y'all about. I want to go off and turn off auto payments and more of my subscriptions and shit that I just, like, don't need. And I wanted to post on my photography account. So, yeah. That is what I have going on today. Maybe I'll go to the library and go work there. I think what I'm about to do is go work in the backyard for a little bit, though, and then when I get done doing that, I'll probably go to the library. I'm, like, going back and forth between it, because I want to work outside when it's, like, the hottest, because I want to get tan, get work done, and sweat. But I'm also like, I could go to the library now, start my day there, come back, work on the treehouse until my brother gets back, and work on it with him. Oh, but I have plans this evening. We'll see what I do. Whatever. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. See you later. Feel free to comment or don't. Either which way. That's all. Bye!